So today is the second day of Ohio's 2025 gun season. I'm not even sure what time it is. It's probably noon, 1 o'clock, somewhere in there. I slept back in this hollow. We had a snow day at work today. So I slept back in this hollow. I came in from up there. I got a camera right over that bank here. And I had pictures of several does this morning. And they looked like they were getting ran. There's a rub right there. Didn't see that. Act like they were getting ran by a buck. Anyway, I slept down in here. You can see it right there. The deer been in there running that trail right there. That trail goes right along this flat right here below me. It goes up to a thick point. Now that thick point is where I came in a couple weeks ago. I came in that way down a logging road. And that's where I ran into that freaking giant when I was on the ground. And he was coming this way, coming along this edge. But I slipped down in here. I wanted to be able to watch this open area down in here just to see. I got a 350 Legend, so just about anything I could see I should be able to shoot as long as it's clear. But you got a big brushy point right up there, overgrown field and stuff. There's some giant rubs and stuff up in there. Down here you got a bunch of white oaks and stuff down in here. Over this way you got, you can see all them treetops and stuff in there. There's a power line up over that hillside. But them deer work this bench back and forth. When I first found this spot, there was a bunch of scrapes and stuff right up on that flat. And I followed this trail down right over that bank, and they were really hammering the white oaks right there. So I've had a camera in there ever since. But I should be able to shoot down this hollow, and then up through here. Oh, see a tree up there shaking. I thought it was a deer. But up through there, I should be able to pick some windows to shoot through. But yeah, we're gonna sit tight here and hopefully have some action this evening. I like to see one of them big suckers in here. They're still rutting pretty good. So, we'll see what happens.
This motherfucker. It's like 5 degrees outside. Snow spider.
Alright, we got one person on here. Gonna need more than one for this dude. Old Ricky's probably not going to work tomorrow. I didn't think he was, well. So everybody knows I've been hunting this public. Way back in this public land. Anyway, let me try to get this flash. It ain't working. Is that working? No. Anyway, so I've been hunting this public land. So I've been back here with my bow, chasing big bucks. Ain't got close enough to kill one. Getting pictures of them constantly. I lost like 30 pounds. Well, maybe not, but I've gotten a lot better shape. So, anyway, we had a snow day at work. So I decided to come up here and go hunting. So I get over here, and there's only, I don't know, there's only 5 cars at this whole road. There's only 5 cars back here. So the access road that I walk in on, I cut a fresh set of tracks. That guy was in there, but he didn't even make it to the top of the hill, so I knew I was golden. So I came back here, and I wasn't quite sure where to go. I was going to go where I've been seeing all the big bucks, but I had another hollow where I've been seeing some great big ones too, but I only hunted in there once, and that's where I seen that giant when I was on the ground. Anyway, the wind was good for that hollow, so I crept down in here about 12:30. Got down there where I could see down the hollow real good. That way I can do a little bit of reconnaissance. And plus I got a 350 Legend, so anything pretty much in eyesight I should be able to kill. So anyway, I sat there till about 4 o'clock. I didn't see a squirrel, nothing. I was like, this is fucking retarded. I'm about ready to head to the house. Well, I looked way down the hollow. I seen a doe down there. And I looked around, see another one. Well, this went on and off for about an hour. Well, till about 5 o'clock. And then all these does started piling in down off this point where I'd seen that great big one at. And they were jumping around, having a good time. Well, then they came up to me. Got within about 30 yards of me. And a small buck come in there and pushed them around. Well, then they went back down in the hollow, and this is a deep-ass hollow. And I was sitting there, and it was getting dark. Well, that little buck, he kind of hung around me. And I looked way down the hollow where them does went, and I seen that body, and I was like, man, that's a big buck. So I threw up my binoculars, and this dude's main beams were out past his nose. I was like, shit, that's a big one. So I kind of tried to get in position, but I still had that other little buck like 20 yards from me. Had no idea I was there. And by the time I got settled in, that buck had disappeared, but he was after them does. He was hauling ass. So I sat there, and it started getting dark, and I was waiting. It's like, well, slip out of here. I'll come back in here Saturday morning. And all of a sudden, this fucking buck came over the bank and stopped like 10 yards right in front of me. Nice buck, about 130-inch deer. Looking the other way, I was like, ah. I was like, what the hell scared him? He stopped and he was looking back. And then he kind of just hopped around and he just started eating acorns right there in front of me, like 10 yards. I'm like, what the hell? What the hell scared that deer? Surely he didn't win me, because he calmed right back down. The more I got to think about it, I said, I bet there's another buck over that bank. And that buck ran him off. So I said, oh, this went on for like 10 minutes with this buck right there in front of me. And I looked at the bank, and I could see the back of a deer. And I was like, well, and I pulled up my gun, but I couldn't see, because all I could see was his back. And then all of a sudden, he freaking lurched at that small buck to run him off, and oh my God, I was like, holy shit, there like 15 yards from me is a fucking giant. I'm like, oh my God, and he wasn't even looking at me. I pulled my gun up, and he was quartered away real hard, and I fucking put one on him, and he took off running down the hollow, and it's real deep gully down here. He got down that gully, and he was flopping around. I was trying to get another shot in him, but I couldn't because it was so steep. So then I was like, man, so I was like, maybe I'll try to still hunt down to him and see if I could see him. And so I'm creeping down through there. And this has been going on for 35, 40 minutes. I've been creeping down through there, thinking, man, I'm going to get down there. He ain't going to be there. Well, sure enough, I cut out down there and look over the bank. He's not there. I'm like, fuck. He slipped down that ditch. And I heard a crash way down the hollow as I was creeping down through there. And I was like, fuck, I bet that was him. I was like, man, I bet that ran that deer off. So I started just following him, but you could tell he was hurting bad. So anyway, I walked probably, I don't know, 30 yards down this ditch. I looked and I could see an eye shining. And I was like, oh, there he is. And then I started walking up to him, and I was like, fuck, did his antlers fall off? Because I couldn't even see no horns on his head. Well, he had his head in behind this tree. And I get up there on top of him. Well, he's still breathing. So I'm like, oh, I better put another one in him. So I cracked him again. And it's been probably 10 minutes. But anyway, he's dead. So, and I was like, from up there, I was like, he ain't that big. Well, then let me see. Can I flip this thing around? What the hell happened to all this crap? Oh, there it is. So then I get down there to him. I was like, man, this deer ain't that big. Well, then I get down there to him, and I'm like, holy fuck, this thing is huge. Look at this thing. I haven't even really looked at him yet. Look at the fucking frame on that deer. Absolute fucking giant. Pardon my French. Oh my God. Look at that thing. This is one of the ones I got pictures of earlier in the fall. I was like, oh man, what an absolute giant deer. My first year hunting public land paid off. What a beautiful, beautiful deer. Man. That's probably the second biggest deer I've ever killed. Absolute giant deer. Only bad part is I'm about 2.5 miles back in here, and I sure the hell ain't dragging him out. And it's cold and snowy, and there's coyotes as big as wolves in here, so I know if I leave him go overnight, he's gonna be a hurting for certain. But first time I pulled trigger on that 350 Legend, whack-a-mole. Man. Freaking giant, ain't he? Thing's huge. I was all concerned when I walked down there. I was like, oh, I don't think he's that big. Because all I seen was his behind profile. And I was like, oh my God, that's a giant. So I was like, I ain't letting that deer walk. I mean, he's got probably what, 7-inch brow tines, 12-inch G2s, 12-inch G3s, fucking 8-inch, 10-inch G4s. Probably, his beams ain't super long. I mean, they're long enough. What an absolute freaking giant. Yeah, time to quarter him up. You are all right, Donnie. I got me a pack frame up there. I have to go back and get it. I'm going to quarter this dude out. Get a tag on him. And I probably ain't going to work tomorrow. My boss is going to be pissed. But, hey. How often does something like this happen? Ah, shit. Beautiful deer. Freaking giant. Giant! Oh, boy. Well, appreciate you tuning in. You guys know usually when I do a Facebook Live in deer season, usually something good happens. So, yeah. Wish it had happened with my bow, but hey, you know what? First time with the 350 Legend, I'll take that all day long. So, I don't know. That hollow just goes up. Up, 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 up. Yeah, I'm going to have to quarter him out. I'm going to go back and get my pack frame and my doodads. Get a tag on this dude. And get out of here. Yeah, he's freaking giant. Scott, you coming down next year, bub? Might as well. Better hit the old elliptical machine. You're going to need it. That was my second shot. My first shot was on the other side somewhere. I don't know where I hit him at, but it was fatal, but I didn't want to wait around. But he ain't a real big deer. I mean, he's a nice sized deer. Man. Giant. Giant. All right, I got to quit playing around. I got to take some pictures and get out of here. Thanks, guys.